This is what the motto.
I would just want to add something, and that's something which I've seen a lot of women not doing is being aware of their finances. They typically leave it to their fathers or their husbands
Correct.
to take care of it, and I think that's the single biggest thing they need to learn from college onwards is to manage their finances and be financially literate. I saw this especially during COVID time. My cousin who's a doctor, she lost her husband and she had no clue of the finances as to what it was because he was managing all of that. And that I've seen across, and so you said initially that women are scared of asking for a raise and, they're not very vocal about these things. So women tend to hesitate on talking about money, and just the understanding of money, how to manage it. And it's not to go in the that old mindset of, oh, iska paisa hai so she's going to take care of it, not like that, but they need to be aware of what is the best financial decision they have to take with in line with their goals, so that they are, I mean, it could be to take the next big vacation or to buy their own car or whatever it is, but it's just that they need to be aware of that money part and not leave it to somebody else to manage it and take care of it.
I'll add into it. We have one elective as fintech, that is
It shouldn't be an
financial
elective,
technology.
it should be a compulsory
Okay, I'll
course.
take that input. But yes, we have, and even we have expert talk on financial
Yeah.
technologies.
I kind of agree to whatever you're saying, but then it is also it's just the way things have been, and things to change takes time. And also the thing that I referred to earlier before the podcast is that there is a series on Netflix where they do a experiment on 100 humans. They just take 100 human that are like a sample set of the entire US, and then they found that women actually work harder and more to show that they are competent as equal as men. And then women don't move as many jobs as men, and women don't tend to ask for a raise because they themselves think that they are not they because they themselves they are very hard on themselves, and
Imposter syndrome, it's
Imposter
called.
syndrome.
so they're very hard on themselves, and then they tend not to ask for raises, and then they move less. So all of this contributing, and then also the comfort thing. So they will much rather prefer a less commute, less taxing. Teacher is a favorite job. Uh, so
It
these
is
are
no
all
more.
things. Not generally, once you reach leadership, it doesn't matter which kind of profile you are in. But then this is what are things that have been observed. And probably those are all things, and especially in STEM, right, Shweta? And women are more people oriented, men are more things oriented.
Yeah.
Technology tends to be more things oriented than people
People
oriented,
oriented,
at least till
absolutely.
now.
But
Now
things are
things are
changing.
changing.
Things
Things
are
are
changing.
changing.
Things are changing.
Women
And even
DNA is made
financial
that way.
literacy has increased a lot. So I'm associated with Society of Women Engineers, and every year we organize one webinar which talks about investment, personal investment. So everybody is a corporate woman. They know what is an SIP, they know what is a mutual fund, they know that they have to pay their taxes, but also to understand what all options they have, and a little bit introduction. So a lot of these communities of women are actually imparting those knowledge by organizing such webinars and lecture series.
I like the initial contribution part that both of you mentioned, that I said when I reach out to people, I feel that there are less women in the technology space for me to do it. And then you said you have access to, like a plethora of women techies
Yeah.
who are leading and making waves in
Yes.
this space. And, we would love to have them to be a part of our future, episodes.